How many more years do you have to experiment with life? Ask yourself. Because right now you're still experimenting, aren't you? After 999 attempts, he ultimately discovered that this is how the light bulb works, and then the experimentation stopped. What was his name? Thomas Alva Edison. Because you still haven't discovered your light bulb, you're still experimenting. How many experiments have you conducted by now? 365 times the number of years you've been alive, you have been experimenting. When are you going to discover? You know, you were born a failure. That's why you were born. You live a failure, and then ultimately you will die a failure. You will have done many things, countless things. You'll have gone to school, you'll have gone to university, you'll have done jobs, 10 jobs maybe, one after the other, after the other, after the other. That's why you say moving up the career ladder. Nonsense. That's not moving up the career ladder. What you want to do is, because this didn't work out, you're going to try the next one and see if that's going to make you happy. That's what you're doing. How do I know this? Yes, I read it in a book. That's what people say, they dress it up in nice words, moving up the career ladder. But ultimately, these are all experiments. You're experimenting with the most precious thing that you have. I mean, come on. How can you be so bold? How can you be so brave? You're experimenting with the most precious thing you have, and that is your life. How many cars have you been through by now? How many girlfriends have you been through by now? How many houses have you moved from one to the other by now? How many jobs have you tried by now? How many countries have you traveled to by now? Experimenting? Some of you will probably have maybe traveled to half the countries in the world because you enjoy traveling. It's not because you enjoy traveling, actually. What you're trying to do is to find what? Happiness. How many flights have you boarded by now? How many hotels have you stayed at by now? All because you thought that was going to make you happy? When are you going to end this experimenting? I've stopped. I found the light bulb.